It's an important election for all of us, but nobody has more to gain, but potentially also more to lose than young people in our society.
We're out on the campaign trail with Sinn Féin leader Mary Lou McDonald in Waleskull, Vara in Cabra, her home constituency. We're hopefully going to get a chance to speak to her in a few minutes, and we're going to put some of the issues that we've been hearing while we've been out speaking to young voters across the country.
Okay, hey Jack.
How are you, Mary Lou?
I'm very well, nice to
meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jack.
I guess when we think about the stage of the election we're at now and look back to the previous election, there was like this swell of popular support, particularly from young voters behind Sinn Féin. And to me and to the people we've been speaking to in the lead up to this, that seems to have dissipated slightly. I just wonder what you think about that. Is that support from younger voters gone? Is it still there? And if it is gone, why do you think that is?
So look, you're right. I mean, 5 years ago you could feel, couldn't you, the excitement, the idea of change. And I think the reality is that because Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael went into government together, by the way, to keep us out, they were very clear about that. And then year one of government became year two, year three. And just people began to question, well, like, can that change actually happen? And people got a bit tired. Like, we're human. That's what happened, I think. But I have to say to you that I have detected over the last week, again, that sense of change and of something new and different, and a government beyond that's not led by Fine Gael or Fianna Fáil, and a government, by the way, that really pays attention to young people.
The children are absolutely thrilled here. Mary Lou's after giving them no homework for the night, so great celebrations. Yeah, is there is a thought process out there that a big reason for Sinn Féin's popularity amongst the younger voters last time round was because you were very much positioned as a party on the left, and your housing manifesto and your healthcare manifesto would confirm that this time around as well. But there has been a switch on immigration, and I just wonder, is that something that you not necessarily regret but think may have affected your standing with younger voters?
No, you see, we are a party of the left. We're also a party of working people. We're the Irish party of the working class. We're a party of community. And we have to, in order to lead, you have to represent the reality of people's lives accurately. So on the question of immigration, just let me be absolutely clear. We despise racism. Racism is repulsive and it needs to be confronted everywhere you find it. That's our position. How you manage immigration has to also be talked about openly. And we have to have a system that's efficient, that's fair, that's respectful, that's properly resourced. We haven't had that. Our position is this: we want the system to work. And there is no contradiction in being, a progressive, a party of the left that defends people's human dignity and at the same time says you have to manage this sensibly with a bit of common sense, and you also have to talk to communities about it. Neighbourhood, we love good people, don't we? Yes. Everybody, that's really important for Cabra.
That point around we'll say a slight change on your immigration policy, and you're campaigning.
But I'm going to say, but it's not a slight change. This has been our position always. I haven't changed my mind on any of these issues.
Okay, so you don't think there's an issue of trust then with
where there was an issue, and we were told.
Just say, for example, because I don't want to run out of time. Sure. Housing is Sinn Féin's big policy.
That's right. Yeah.
The people that we speak to on the streets, their biggest issue is housing, but there's almost an apathy now because they don't have any faith in. It seems like the political establishment, and you're obviously positioning yourselves as a viable alternative, especially with the focus on housing. But can they trust that Sinn Féin will deliver on their housing promises?
Absolutely.
When there's a perception that they may have switched on immigration.
No, we didn't. Yeah. What we were told by our base is be more clear, be more outspoken, and challenge government when they're making a mess of it. But that's a separate question.
So
on housing, we have produced a 5-year comprehensive costed plan. We are ready to go. We have thought and planned everything from procurement planning all the way through for renters, for people who will need council or social housing, for people who need affordable housing, for the delivery in the private sector by larger developers, smaller SMEs in our cities, but also outside of Dublin. We're good to go. If we get the chance to lead the government, we are ready to implement and deliver on plans in housing and other areas, childcare, health, but in housing in particular from day one.
Okay, Mary Lou, thanks a million for your time.
My
All the
pleasure,
best.
Jack.